Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Snowrunner. Hard mode. Hello, everybody. It's Yakes87 here. And we got a lot to do. We're going to get a lot of stuff done here today. And we're going to start with our Fleetstar here. And the first thing we're going to start with is more fuel. So it's been a bit since we've been doing the Snowrunner. Been a couple weeks. I have been super duper busy with expeditions this past couple of weeks. For those of you that don't know, we had the Kanab Creek new map come out. So I have been hard at work getting videos done for the new map, as well as continuing to make progress on the base game stuff. With 2 videos coming out a day. That has been an interesting challenge. I don't know if I like the grind of doing 2 videos a day. Been an interesting challenge, but we're making progress towards being done with that, and then we're going to go back to 1 video a day as we await the Season 1 update, which will be coming out in August. So that is what I have been up to. Been busy. So I figure, you know what? Let's take a step towards the other project we're working on, which is a hard mode Snowrunner playthrough. Ideally, I'd like to get more of these going throughout the weeks. So we'll try to get these in whenever we can, but. I have, I went together yesterday. Actually, no, it was Sunday, actually. Which, yeah, that was yesterday. I made a list of everything left to do in Michigan and kind of plotted out a logistics route to get Michigan finished here. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of chip away at that. We've got a lot of tasks to do here in Smithville. Almost all the contracts are done except for the logging. So the goal is to finish cleaning up what's left to do here in Smithville. And then once that's done, we're going to move on to the logging and kind of go from there. So let's get us out of this little mud pit here. One thing I am going to do before we get started is I'm going to back up to this repair trailer here. We do have some damage to the suspension here, so I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed. And then we're going to refuel and go work on our missions. We're going to fix the suspension. The engine's fine. I'm not going to worry about the engine right now. So let's go over here, let's get fuel. Oops. Speaking of engine damage. Alright, so we need to go get fuel. Fuel cargo. So we're going to make our way up here. It's been a lot of course. Courses are fun. And we're going to go get the fuel. How's everybody doing today? Is everybody having a good day? I hope everyone's having a good day. It's a nice Monday evening. Perfect time for a little bit of off-road trucking. Alright, we need to go ahead and load up 2 fuel barrels. Grab one more. There we go. Restore crane, pack cargo. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go deliver these to the forester's house. So we're going to leave out this way. Gotta follow this road down here. It's going to take us down past the farm. Up past the log station. And it's going to take us right to the forester's house. Alright, so we're going to follow this path. We're going to go past the garage here. I mean, I'm talking in guide mode right now. Alright, we're going to go this way. I'm just so used to it at this point. Alright, we're going to go down this way. Follow this road. Go over this crack in the ground here. Alrighty, here we are. I'm going to go ahead and refuel real quick. We only have 378 liters of fuel left in this truck. We are going to have to probably get a refuel situation figured out here soon. But yeah, I've been having so much fun playing Expeditions. Not just making the content for it, but just playing the game in general. It's just a ton of fun. And I can't wait to see what they got coming with the season 1 update tentatively planned for August. Because the Kanab Creek map is so fun. It's so cool. I love Kanab Creek. It's great. But it is very relaxing to kind of come back here to Snowrunner um, on stream with you guys, doing it live, some live Snowrunner. And it's kind of nice to get the old Fleetstar out for a little bit here. I know the last couple of sessions it's been a lot of White Western Star action with the because I have it set up with the semi trailer. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff here with the Fleetstar. Not really doing trailers too much, and just kind of pulling 2 slots of cargo at a time for a lot of these missions. Should be a good time. I'm actually going to shut the camera off for now, guys. I might pull that back up later. Just there we go. I don't know. I kind of feel a little camera shy tonight. I don't know. Kind of just chilling out tonight. Let you guys focus on the gameplay here. The scenic truck hauling, if you will. All right, so here's our drop-off point. Go ahead and get these dropped off. There we go. More fuel is complete. All right. Next up on the list is solid foundation. So we're going to go down to the drilling site here. And there is a concrete slab right here that we're going to pick up and bring down over to Norton's house. So that is what is next on our agenda. There's our slabs we're after. All right, so we got to take these over to Norton's house. So we're going to head out this way and kind of follow this path over here. It is a very treacherous path, but it shouldn't be too bad. All right, and away we go to Norton's house. This is the most dangerous part here. If you follow the road there, there's a good chance you're going to tip. So we're going to go right through the forest. Go around that little slant there. We are almost to Norton's house here. There we go. Solid foundation is done. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our fuel truck and get some more fuel. So we're going to go refuel. So we're going to go out this way. Make our way up here. And we're going to go ahead and get refueled before the next step on our adventure. I almost got stuck here. Made it out of there okay. Once we get refueled, the plan is to make our way back down to the drilling site and do across the river. But we need the fuel to make that delivery. What? Have you ever driven where you shift, you'd honk, you'd brake, you'd steer, you could drive, so you want the truck to do you so much you could do anything? Yes. I relate to that sentiment very well, in fact. That is a profound statement by Galley Plays there in the chat. Thank you very much. I know, right? I think we can all relate to that. Like 100%, we can all relate to that. So hold on, game. Let's go. I'm gonna have like just enough fuel to get to my fuel truck. All right, we made it. We're down to 155 liters in my fuel truck. Let me see. I'm gonna be using this fuel truck. I don't have any other fuel trailers on this map. I got a ton of fuel in Island Lake. So, I mean, I could go to Island Lake and bring... I got, like, fuel tankers for days over in Island Lake. Could potentially bring one of these fuel tankers back, but I think just for the sake of saving time, I'm going to go spend some money on some fuel here. Because we got plenty of money for now. And I'm going to go refuel the fuel tank before we continue on with my plans. Just because my plans had me using this fuel tank, and I didn't realize that we only had like 500 liters of fuel left in this thing, and I started using it. And yeah, we're gonna take this highway truck over to the fuel station and just refuel the tanker. I hate spending gas when there's gas available on the map, but you know, this is gonna save me like 20 minutes. Like, honestly, it's kind of worth it for this right now. Especially because I'm so close to being done with Michigan, and then we can move on to Alaska on hard mode here. Kind of want to just do what we need to do to kind of get this done as quick as you can get something done in Snowrunner. So just for the sake of saving some time, we're going to go buy some fuel here and refuel my tanker. All right, $2 a liter. So I'm gonna fill up the truck first, and then we're gonna fill the trailer. That was bad. It was like what, $3,500. Could be worse. At least $2 per liter is the cheapest fuel in Snowrunner. So, you know, for refueling, we did pay as little as we possibly could to refuel. So, I'm definitely feeling pretty good about this decision to spend some money on some fuel here, because it's just going to save me a ton of time here. Especially on this map where the road to the fuel station is all paved road. For the most part, anyway. Makes it pretty easy to get this truck over to the fuel station. There we go. All right, we're going to swap back to the Fleetstar. Fully refueled and ready to go. And we're going to go work on across the river. We got to pull a trailer. So we got to pull this trailer. We got to drive over here to the drilling site and grab this trailer right here and bring it to this little island by crossing some rocks here. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to cross over to the other side, and there's another trailer here for tools delivery. We're going to pull that up, and we got to bring that over to the warehouse here. So that is kind of our plan for the next step here. I know I said it earlier, but I hope everyone's having a great Monday night. I'm having a good time, just chilling out here. Been hard at work with those guide videos for expeditions that have been coming out. So kind of nice to take a step back from that for this evening and kind of chill out in the wilds of Snowrunner, haul some cargo. So you're doing heroics and watching snow running. Hell yeah, that sounds like a great Monday night. Let's go. You know what? I think I missed a step on my plan here. I wanted to do hungry workers. That's right, hungry workers, because that has to go down where I'm trying to go. Hopefully this doesn't cost me too much. I'm gonna get turned around here. I went to double check my to-do list and forgot I had it just like auto tracked across the river, which I was gonna go do. And I just double checked my list and I'm like, oh yeah, I had hungry workers on my plan next instead of across the river. I gotta check my notes more often. I'm glad I noticed now and not by the time I got there we had to turn all the way around. We just gotta go back up over this hill. Not a big deal. I could have done it another time as well, but I'm like, you know what? We're going all the way down to that drilling site to begin with. It'll save us a trip if I turn around here and just go get the consumables from the farm. There we go. Grab these consumables. Then we're going to go do across the river. There you go, just a small little detour there. I do try my best here with this being on hard mode and fuel conservation being a major factor here. I do try to drive without the all-wheel drive on as much as I can. I'm trying to just stick to the rear wheel drive and the diff lock as much as I can because I don't know if you guys knew this, but depending on your gearbox, unless you have, I think it's the advanced special gearbox, every other gearbox has an all-wheel drive fuel penalty. So, like, check this out. So, right now I'm burning, 6 to 7 liters per minute. If I turn the all-wheel drive on here, that jumps up a lot higher. You're in that 12 to 13 range. So that's why I try to just run with the diff lock and the rear wheel drive as much as I can. Just like your Jeep, yeah. You burn a little more gas in all-wheel drive. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, well, not only that, but what the way it works is you engage that other drive shaft to put power to all four wheels. So, the engine is cooking a little bit more to put power to the front wheels as well with the other drive shaft. So it does cause it to burn a little bit more gas. And it is actually kind of cool that they put that effect into Snowrunner, depending on what gearbox you use. Some of the gearboxes use a higher fuel consumption rate than others when you use the all-wheel drive. It's just some of them have a higher penalty than others, and some of them don't. Like I said, the advanced special gearbox, I believe, is the one that doesn't have an all-wheel drive penalty. That's kind of what I like. As much as I really like, some of the Russian trucks in this game have always on all-wheel drive, always on diff lock, and they're just like unstoppable beasts. But you get into these American trucks here, and you can actually flip your switches a little bit more and have more control over the handling of your vehicle, as well as the fuel consumption rate of your vehicle. You just have a little bit more control with it. Obviously, there is some fun to using those unstoppable monsters where you just hit the gas button and go where you need to go. That's definitely fun and definitely needed on some of the more difficult maps where you want to just be able to just mash the gas and get through difficult conditions. But for maps like this with Michigan, where it's, there's some difficult spots, but most of it isn't too terrible. It is kind of nice to be able to kind of change your truck settings a little bit to kind of suit what you need. Alrighty, we have arrived at the drilling site. We're going to make our way over here and drop off these consumables. There we go. Hungry Workers is done. Now it is time to pull this trailer across the river. I gotta get down to the river. We gotta go like right here. Alright, so for this one, as you can see, there are some rocks just hidden under the surface of the water here. So we need to navigate these rocks and make our way across with this trailer. And we gotta fight the water current here. Be very careful not to slip the truck off the rocks. There we go, made it to the other side. I'm gonna go drop off this trailer. There we go, across the river is done. So now we're gonna go across the river on the other side here. This one is a little bit more tricky. Quite a bit more rocks to go around here. Alright, we've made it over to the other side here. Alright, so we're going to pick up this job here, tools delivery. Lined up with this trailer. There we go. Alright, so this trailer has to go over to our warehouse over here. So what we're going to do is go up this path, and then we're going to take this long, windy asphalt road. And we should have enough fuel to make it. Depends on how much we burn getting up here. If not, I can just run the fuel truck over and refuel, because the fuel truck is just on some paved roads here. But I think once we get... if we can get up to the paved road, we should be able to make it, because we're not going to burn too much fuel at all on the paved road. Just a matter of how much do we burn getting up out of here. Call there. Definitely a tough pull getting up this hill. But I believe in my Fleetstar. Believe in that power. I definitely burned way more fuel getting up this hill than I thought I was going to. We're almost there, though. Okay, I burned a lot more fuel than I wanted to here. I need to check something real quick. Where is my fuel trailer in Drummond? Okay, it's just on the other side of the map here. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to leave this trailer here. And we're going to go into Drummond Island. I got a fuel trailer not too far into the map here. And we're going to see if we can make it to this fuel trailer and refuel, come back around, and then finish the job with the trailer. And with this being all paved road, I should be able to get there without having to use the all-wheel drive. So I should be able to just kind of cruise down the road here to the fuel trailer without risk of running out. Still got 26 liters of fuel to make it. Oh my god. That's the plate light on the tires, Brad Paisley. That's a vibe right there. We got mud on the truck. It's not just on them tires. We got mud everywhere. Alright, the good news is I did make it to my fuel truck trailer. So we're gonna go ahead and refuel. Alright, well, now that we've refueled, we're gonna head back over to Smithville and finish pulling our curtain-side trailer for forgotten tools or lost tools, whatever it's called. Tool delivery, that's what it is. Just driving on the open road. Do-do-do. Alrighty, so Let's go here. Tools delivery. Alright, so we just got to take this down this long, windy road and to the warehouse. Now we're doing a little highway haul in here. This probably isn't the most exciting route, but it's very scenic. I just keep taking tire damage going down this road. All right, we're almost there. Actually, you know what? This is a good spot for a photo. There we go. That's a great spot for a photo. All right, here we go. We're going to turn in tool delivery. Tools delivery. I think I have tried to say this job name like 10 times and not once have I said it the same. There we go. Tools delivery is complete. Alrighty, before we continue, I am going to take a short break. And we will continue on with the next step of the game plan in just a few minutes. So sit tight, everyone. While I'm away, I am going to run an ad break to disable ads for you guys. So you're not going to miss anything. And I will be back shortly. All right, everyone. I am back. Let's get to work. So, next up, we're going to be doing the Unlucky Fisherman. So, we're going to go rescue this truck. Ah, thank you, thank you. I don't think I can cross that there. I'm not even gonna try that. That looks like a bad idea. We need to get across this river and get to this truck. Yeah, this looks like a much better crossing over here. Alright, let's pull you out of here and figure out how we want to get back. I think if we go just up the hill here, should get us over to that quarry road. Yeah, here we go. There we go. We'll just go over these rocks here. Go through these small trees. There we go. Now we just gotta take this to the fisherman's house here. Alright, Unflucky Fisherman is done. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the fuel truck, resupply, and get set up for the next mission. Alright, first things first, we're going to hook up to our repair truck. And we're going to fix some of this damage we got. And next up will be refueling. I took it out of the truck, not the trailer. That's fine. Okay, so next up we're going to be doing Heavy Burden, which is a contest. So we need to go get 3 service spare parts over here, and then start the contest and take those to the farm. Now, what's going to be really interesting is I've only got room for 2 cargo on my truck, so we're going to overload the truck and get this done. So this is going to be an adventure. Alright, we need service spare parts. Alright, we got 30 service spare parts. We got one pin to the hood of the truck. Definitely not OSHA approved, but it will get the job done. So we're going to show contest. And yeah, heavy burden. Let's get going. Am I following a guide? No, this is my own planning. I'll show you my planning when I get this job done. I basically took some time yesterday, loaded up the map, everything we got left, and kind of put a game plan together with the trucks I have on the map and which trucks are good for the missions that are available, and kind of logistically planned them out in a efficient route. So this is my own planning that we are doing. So in a way, yes, I guess it is a guide, but it is my own guide that I put together with my own planning. No! I over-rotated the crane. I had to go the other way with it. I've got 30 seconds to get this packed and delivered. There we go. We got gold. All right. Let me show you kind of my plan here. Let me flip the camera back on for a moment. All right. So using my handy little notepad here, I basically... we started up here, and I was like, okay, we're going to jump on the Fleetstar. And I was like, what is closest to where my Fleetstar is parked? And my thought process was like, okay, let me do the mission that's closest and see where that ends, and then find something that's close by to that point, and then do the next one. And then I just kind of repeated that cycle. So I'm like, what's near where I'm finished, and start that. And then what's near where that one finishes, and start that. And I've been able to kind of, as you've seen throughout the stream here today, been able to just efficiently chain missions together and get some work done rather efficiently. So it's all like that. That's the biggest thing with Snowrunner, is just the planning. Is you gotta plan your routes, you gotta plan your missions. You can definitely play it with the approach of like, I feel like doing this mission, so I'm gonna do that. But the game absolutely rewards planning out your logistics ahead of time, especially on hard mode with limited fuel available. Because like, if you're playing on normal, you could just like, oh, I'm gonna go do this mission. So you drive out of the garage, you go pick up your cargo, you deliver it, and then when you're done, you just recover your truck and do another job. But like, you can't do that with hard mode, because not only when you take your trucks to the garage do they not automatically repair and refuel themselves, but it also like costs money to just recover your truck to the garage. So my kind of rule of thumb with this hard mode playthrough is no recoveries. I'm sure there is going to be situations where I'm going to run into trouble and have to recover at some point, especially when we get to the more difficult maps. But if I have a opportunity to try to rescue my trucks, I do my best to rescue my trucks. So like, if I were to try to recover here, see, it cost me $5,000 to take my truck back to the garage. So it's kind of just like, just drive to the next mission sort of deal is kind of what we're doing. So next up, we're going to be doing new nest. So we got to deliver 2 bricks to this house up here. So we're going to drive over to the warehouse, load up 2 bricks, and start the contest. And we're going to drive up our spiral road here and get these bricks delivered to this house up by the gateway. But yeah, I try to get a general plan together when I do one of these Snowrunner streams. You know, there's a lot of it that's just kind of like, you know, when I'm starting a map, I'm kind of just like, I just kind of have like a general plan. But like with Michigan here, you know, we're 91% done with Michigan here. You know, we've only got 11 more jobs to do. It's kind of like, okay, we're in that last little stretch here. Let's, you know, kind of plan this out the best that we can. And try to use our trucks as efficiently as we can to get this finished up so we can move on to the next map and start a new adventure on hard mode. So, and the next map we will be going to when we're finished with Michigan will be Alaska. So we're going to be going to the Arctic tundra of Alaska when we're wrapped up with Michigan here. We're probably not going to be able to finish Michigan today because I do still have, like, as you can see tracked on the mission board right now, a ton of logging to do still, and that's gonna be like a stream and a half on its own, just doing the logging. So, you know, we're gonna try to get as much done as we can here, and yeah, try to just have some fun and do a little trucking. Oh, you love the method? Well, thank you very much. It's just something I've put together. For playing so much SnowRunner, you kind of not only do you get like a feel of like how the maps themselves play out, but also and like the routes around the map, being familiar with them, but you know, having to do this, there's just something so satisfying. Like I love chaining missions together and just going from like one to the next. It's just so satisfying. And that's kind of what we're doing here on the hard mode is just using the truck, taking breaks to restock fuel when we need to, and basically just zooming from mission to mission as we work on completing the Michigan map here. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why we're doing that. That's why we're doing Asheron's Call Guide. That's why I'm doing guides on expeditions. Oh, fuck. This is a first person required delivery. I didn't realize that. All right, I guess we're stuck in first person for this delivery. But yeah, honestly, like my experience from playing SnowRunner has, honestly helped with the AC guide stuff that we're working on because I'm able to be like, oh, well, we can do this mission, and then while we're here, we can go do this mission and this quest and go kill these mobs, that sort of thing. Expeditions, though, Expeditions is so different because you can play Expeditions like that. And I try to, like, when I'm just playing Expeditions, I try to play it with a SnowRunner approach. But the big issue with Expeditions is every time you load out on an expedition, even if it's like a free roam, your resources on the map are finite. So, like, there's no way to just, like, go to a gas station and refuel your trucks. You have to go find airdrops around the map, and you only have so much at your outpost. So you can chain stuff together as much as you want to, and you can bring fuel on extra trucks, but no matter what, you are limited with the amount of resources that are available every time you load into an expedition, which lends itself more to the start, do this, move on to the next one play style, which I have been able to use with my expeditions guides over on YouTube, is load up a mission with the truck, with the equipment, and go do it. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in expeditions that you can play, and when I am playing for myself and I'm testing missions, I will load up like 3 or 4 trucks from a map and try to go from one mission to the next and just test some things out. But the game itself definitely rewards the just load up and do the mission playstyle. Which is weird because they also have this whole like build your outpost with all these buildings and expeditions, and I've never used that feature. I think I've like played around with it when I was first playing, but when I realized I could just like reload a mission and go do another task, I'm like, why do I need to, like, I don't know, like there's just like, it seemed purposeless to build like extra repair slots, extra tires, like those sorts of buildings just seemed kind of useless in expeditions. I am curious though because on the expedition's roadmap, they did mention a replayability update that's going to be coming sometime between the season 1 in August and the season 2 in November. So I'm curious to see what that's like, because if they add like a hard mode or something like what SnowRunner has to like expeditions, that might be interesting to try, because that would kind of add a purpose to actually building up and using your outpost buildings a little bit more strategically. So that'll be interesting to see how that develops, because expeditions, you can definitely just kind of pick a mission and load into the map and just get it done. Yeah, hard mode would be cool. I'm not like that's a lot of those things. I'm just like I don't know like how that's going to work in expeditions. Like you know, the big one is like, you know, co-op. Everybody's been asking for co-op for expeditions, and that is going to be coming here soon, probably June, late June or early July. We don't have like an exact update, but it is going to be out before the season 1 update in August that they're going to add the multiplayer and co-op. But like, I don't know, because like when you load up an expedition in expeditions, almost every mission is like point to point. Like you drive from one point to the next point to the next point. So I don't really see like a purpose for that in like a multiplayer co-op other than just, yeah, we're just gonna ride around and cruise together, which, you know, I guess you can do that too. That's kind of cool. But like, you know, with Snowrunner, like there's a huge benefit to playing this in co-op because, you know, there's some of those missions that need like 8 slots of cargo, and you can be like, all right, you take 4, I'll take 4, and then we hit the road together and get the cargo delivered, and that's like really, really fun. So I don't know. Kind of have to see how Expeditions co-op works whenever it comes out. It might be worth playing, it might not. We'll just have to see. And yeah, I'm definitely curious about replayability updates. Whether that's like a new game plus or like hard mode or something. I really don't know like what they could do for like a hard mode in Expeditions. I don't know, it's an interesting concept that I'm really looking forward to hearing more from the developers on their plans for these updates to Expeditions. But in the meantime, if you haven't tried it yet, Expeditions is fantastic. It is really fun. And they have fixed a lot of the bugs that were in the game at launch. And the UI is so much more user-friendly now. If you have been kind of on the fence about Expeditions, I would definitely recommend it. And if you are lost or confused or not quite sure what to do, head over to my YouTube channel, Yakes87 on YouTube. I have daily uploads of guides for Expeditions and how you can complete some of the missions, whether they are difficult or easy or interesting. You can feel free to check those out. Currently, I am uploading 2 videos a day. We've got base game guides for Arizona and Carpathians at noon, and then I've got guides for the new map that just released, Knobs Creek. Those are coming out at 6 p.m. So, little advertisement for my YouTube channel there if you're new to the stream and feel like checking that out. All kinds of Expeditions content over there, as well as other parts of my Snowrunner stream. As you can see by the title, we're on part 16. So all the other 15 parts are available on my YouTube channel if you want to see Michigan be played through in its entirety from just starting out. I don't cut anything. Everything I do on this play is on stream, other than probably some map setup when I clean up the maps. So other than that, everything is available right then and there. So all right, this one is done. There we go. I was like, why can't I change my camera back? I was hitting the wrong button because I'm so used to the Expeditions buttons with changing camera. Because I don't really change the camera to first person in Snowrunner too much. I kind of just stick with the third person here. Alrighty, so new nest is done. So we're gonna go with going under as our next objective. Get out of here, get back to the road. Because we're gonna have to pick something up at this warehouse here. We're going under. One other thing I wanted to talk about on stream today. This weekend, the developers released MudRunner VR for the Quest units, the meta units. So I have been playing a little bit of MudRunner VR this weekend. I did that yesterday. It's a really cool experience. All right, out for a bit later. All right, Gally, we'll see you. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Yes, 07's in chat. 07's for Gally, everybody. 07's for Gally. We'll see you later. Alright, so we need 2 concrete blocks that we can pick up here. And then I'm going to plot a route because we're going to have to take a different route than we usually take to get these things delivered. 8 minutes to get them delivered, so I'm going to plot a route for this one. So we're going to be going down this way. And taking these over to the flooded house. We need concrete blocks. Let me pull up closer. Alright, where is going under started? I believe it's right up ahead. Oh, it's behind us right here. Alright, going under, let's go. Gotta get there without doing much damage to the truck. So we're gonna try not to damage the truck. So we make our way to the flooded house to deliver 2 concrete blocks in 10 minutes. 8 minutes, I should say. Oof. Gotta be careful with the damage. If we fail this, we only have 5 attempts to get this contest done. I don't want to have to restart this. Gotta be very careful with the damage here. Going down this long, spirally road. Alright, and here is where we go off the road. This is where it gets very tricky. The ground is kind of uneven down here. But this is the quickest way over to that flooded house. Slow it down here a little bit. It's getting kind of bumpy. Alright, we are almost to the drop-off location. There we go, we've been promoted. Going under is complete. Daniel's Off-Road Gaming, hello, welcome in. We're just working on cleaning up Michigan here on hard mode. We've got most of the contracts done already. I'm just doing some tasks in Smithville that I haven't done yet. Just kind of making some progress here. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday night here. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me on stream. So what we're working on now is we're going to head over and do repair the truck. There's a truck right here and a trailer right here. So we're going to go grab the trailer, bring it over here, and get the truck fixed. But I am a little concerned about fuel, so what we're probably going to do is run into Island Lake through the gateway here and just top off the fuel tank before we start with that. Oh yeah, I love the UOD tires. These things are great. I actually I really don't use the mud tires too much on my vehicles. I just feel like I get so much more general performance from just putting the off-roads on everything, especially the OHD tires with the dual off-roads on the back. Those things are great. I love the OHD tires. But yeah, the UODs, these things are amazing. Yeah, it's funny, I play some of the other maps with my other save files, and it's crazy how in some of the other maps that I go on, your Don, North Carolina, those types of maps, use the White Western Star all the time on those maps because those UOD tires are just great, and it's amazing how capable a truck like that from the Michigan region is so useful in just about every map. Even a Mur. Even a Mur, I can get some use out of the White Western Star. But yeah, that feeling when you finally unlock and are able to install these UOD tires on Fleetstar, it's game changing how much more capable of getting through all kinds of terrain. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, I love the off-road tires because they just give you more just general traction everywhere. And I really I don't know, I haven't really run into too many spots other than the super mud sections where you can't really cross something just using the off-road tires. There's a few spots for sure where the mud tires are definitely useful. So if I'm going over a specific spot that I'm like, this is a nasty spot, then I'll slap the mud tires on them. But for the most part, for general use, I tend to just use the off-road tires all the time. All right, so now that we are refueled, we're gonna make our way back into Smithville Dam and go do repair the truck. Where is... Oh, it stopped tracking. There we go. Repair the truck. There. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I relate to that a lot. Yes. Zemnogorsk is a mess. That map is awful. That's definitely a spot where you really, really want the mud tires. There's also some of those pits in like in Kola. I use mud tires all the time in Kola because Kola you're just in deep snow all the time. Kola Don has some super muddy spots that it's useful for. Amur definitely want the mud tires in Amur. Yeah, definitely Amur for sure. There's really only a couple of spots in that entire region where it's like, okay, I don't need them for this part, and you want to go with the chains, but that's pretty much your only tire options in a Mur that you really want to use are chains or muds, and that's pretty much it. But I really like you go to like Ontario, British Columbia, North Carolina, Scandinavia even, where you've got that good mix of asphalt and off road and mud, and it's like, man, those maps are just perfect to just slap the off roads on and just go have some fun because you definitely want the extra grip on the road surface, but having that little capability when you do need to get into the mud a little bit is absolutely helpful. So we are currently on our way to a repair trailer. To bring that back over to where we just passed that GMC. And we're going to get that fixed. And that will be another task complete. There's that trailer. That's right. Now it's a little further up yet. I should have just plotted a course. We're okay. There it is. I can see it. Alright, we got the trailer. Now I just need to go fix the truck. He was working on a series called Journey to Year 4, but that one is behind because of sickness. Ah, man, I'm sorry. That's kind of behind. Tell me about it though. What is your Journey to Year 4 series? Is it just playing through all the maps, or you got some other like information or something in there? There we go. Truck is repaired. I can just leave this repair trailer here. Don't really need that. Let's see. What is next on my to-do list? Alright, so I am actually going to bring this truck back over to our little deployment area here. And then once we get there, I'll probably be wrapping up the stream here once we get back. So we'll just kind of chill out and drive on over there, get ourselves set up for next time. Kind of get ourselves set up there. So got just a couple more projects here to do on Michigan. This little mud pit is probably the second worst spot in all of Michigan. Let's see here. The game can get boring with everything unlocked, so my idea was to record a series starting a fresh file, collecting some vehicles and upgrades before reaching Season 13, hopefully unlocking all terrains before leaving Michigan. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty interesting. Was going to go to Maine for the Tega B, but that part isn't happening since season 13 drops tomorrow. Yeah. That's kind of a bummer. I'm sorry your project didn't work out for you. It definitely sounds like a cool idea, though. Yeah, speaking of season 13, though, I'm actually very excited for the start of the year 4 pass. I am kind of bummed that it's just another one map region. Um, but it does look like it's going to have a lot more going on than Tennessee, so I am optimistic and looking forward to trying out the new trucks and the new map. The parts are on YouTube. Yeah, I might check that out. Is your YouTube channel the same as your username here? All right, cool. Um, shit, take a look at these real quick. Ah, there you go. I found him. I am gonna go ahead and toss you a subscription, and I will check those out when I have some time. Thank you for sharing that with me. I really appreciate it. Since we're talking about YouTube projects, I also would like to let you know that in addition to these hard mode Snowrunner streams, I have been working on a project outside of Snowrunner. I have been putting together mission guides for expeditions. So I've been putting some little guide videos on routes you can take to complete all the missions and expeditions. That's kind of been my main project in between these select Snowrunner streams when I can fit them in. That's kind of what I got going on, but yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out your series there. We've got a lot of stuff done tonight with the Fleetstar, that's for sure. So you're going to record some videos. The series may come back Wednesday. You can try to record tomorrow. Just waiting for the rest to come back. Well, I wish you a speedy recovery. And yeah, I'm looking forward to checking those out later this week when I have some time. I love seeing unique projects that people are able to come up with Snowrunner, Mudrunner, and Expeditions. It's really cool. I really do enjoy seeing the different projects, whether it's mods, YouTube series, playthroughs, strategies, techniques. I love seeing what people come up with for these games. So I will definitely be giving your series a watch, and I wish you speedy recovery, and hope you can get back to making content here soon. All right, and we are back to our makeshift garage here, just on the side of the road, 100 feet away from the actual garage. So I am going to go ahead and pop off the Fleetstar here, shut her down, and unfortunately I am all out of time for this evening. So that gives us, we are at 93% done with Michigan here. We've got 8 missions left, a couple of tasks, some contracts, a couple upgrades to grab. Looks like we got 2 more upgrades to grab. And I still got to do the logging. I've done long logs already. We got to get the medium logs done. So those will probably be how we end Michigan. So we got a few more things to clean up here in Smithville, and then it's on to the logging, and then from there we're on to Alaska. So I want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Daniel's Off-Road Gaming for hanging out in the chat, and Galley Plays as well. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Monday night. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and anybody lurking in the chat today as well. I really appreciate it. If you missed out on the earlier section of the stream, I will have this live on my YouTube channel tomorrow. So that will be available for you to go back and review, as well as if you missed some of the other 15 segments of my Michigan hard mode. Those will all be on my YouTube channel tomorrow. They're already there. This one will be on there tomorrow, but the previous episodes already there. In addition to that, if you're curious about getting into expeditions, I have tons of guides, gameplay videos for expeditions on my channel as well. If you're interested in looking into expeditions, feel free to give those a watch. Check out the channel. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will see you guys again very soon. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.